Hello, Genshin fans. It's me. I'm back, sort of. It's like 3 days left from the recording of this video, and I still haven't made an Arataki Itto guide, so here it is. As usual, if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow me on my socials, and tune into my streams. We live stream almost every day on Facebook Gaming. So let's get right into it. So you got an Arataki Itto. Well, Arataki Itto is the newest and probably the best DPS Geo class at the moment, since he's the only dedicated 5-star DPS character, and is also one of the few characters that actually scales defense. So you can finally throw your defense artifacts on a character. So here is a quick build guide on how to build your Arataki Itto. Just a quick disclaimer that obviously this is based on my playstyle and this is based on my experiences and my research, so there could be better or more optimized builds out there, so feel free to experiment. Don't shoehorn yourself on a particular build. This is just a me suggestion, and you can take it as you want. Right, weapons. For weapon, Arataki Itto can actually use a lot of different weapons. Obviously, if you have it, you should go for his signature weapon, which is the Red Horn Stone Thresher, as this is the weapon that is designed for Arataki Itto. But for me, I don't normally pull on weapon banners, only if I get a little extra Primo Gems, so I won't be pulling for this weapon. But if you have it, then good for you. This is good mainly because of the fact that this is a defense scaling weapon, so you get increased normal and charge attack damage, plus you get an increase in defense, so that's pretty good. Plus the substat is crit damage, so more overall damage for your Arataki gang leader. Okay, so for weapons, my suggestions would be for 4-star variants would be the Serpent Spine. If you have the Battle Pass, Serpent Spine is a really great weapon due to the enhanced crit as well as the damage buffs that it provides. You can also use the 4-star White Blind. This is probably the free-to-play option for free-to-play players, because it does also increase charged and normal attack damage, as well as have a defense substat, although there's no crit substats. But overall, this is also a good weapon for Itto. Artifacts. For artifacts, there isn't really anything else that I would suggest for your Arataki Itto, but the 4-piece Husk of Opulent Dreams. So we're using the Husk of Opulent Dreams, obviously, because it provides a defense buff for the 2-piece, which is 30% of your defense, plus the 4-piece effect, which adds the Curiosity stack buff, which increases your defense 6% per stack and geo damage 6% per stack for a maximum of 4 stacks. All you have to do to trigger this particular artifact effect is to just put your character in the party and auto attack with it. That's pretty much it. For my Arataki Itto build, I would build him with defense sands, geo damage bonus cup, and crit damage circlet. Your substat priorities should be somewhere within crit rate, crit damage, attack, and defense, although it might be good to also look into energy recharge. Elemental mastery I wouldn't suggest too much, because you don't really need that for geo characters a lot, especially since he is not a shielder. So if you could avoid elemental mastery, that would be best. Constellations. For constellations, as with all of my 5-star characters except for a few that I got lucky on, I have Constellation 0. Of course, as with all characters, the more constellations the better, so if you can take it up to a certain number of constellations, that would be best. C6 would obviously be the strongest, but that's on you. For talents, I have my talents at 888, although I would have you follow the talent references here so you can prioritize his burst first. Next would be his auto attack, and then last would be his elemental skill. You don't really need his elemental skill to be fully leveled, although it does deal a lot of damage. This is just generally to get some energy, so if you level this up, you should just level this one last. All right, let's talk about party compositions. As usual, again, this is just the way I play it. There are probably different party configurations out there. These are the configurations that I'll be showcasing for this Arataki Itto build guide. The first one would be the actual banner. So in the current banner, we have Arataki Itto, Goro, Kuki Shinobu, Changyan. Now, why am I choosing this one? Now, primarily, I'm choosing this one because one, it is actually a complete party. So you have a healer, you have a DPS support, you have a primary support in the form of Goro, and you have a primary DPS in the form of Itto. So it's a pretty well-rounded team. Since you guys, if you're pulling for Arataki Itto, you're probably going to be getting these characters as well. So I was like, why not? Let's give this party a fair shake. So for this team, the way I built this particular team would be to have Chongyun be the first opening. He is running a 4-piece Noblesse Oblige set, and then we have the Kuki Shinobu with a 4-piece Tenacity of Millilith. The reason I am giving this one to Chongyun is so that the 4-piece Noblesse, obviously, when Chongyun bursts, we can get the 20% attack buff that's given to the entire team. Next would be the Tenacity of Millilith for Kuki Shinobu, so she can also give the 20% additional attack buff to the party while she's using her elemental skill. And then we have Goro here with the Exile set, a pretty low investment set. We're primarily using this so that we can have a lot of energy for the team, so our rotations are quick and our bursts are frequent. He is running a critical rate circlet because his bow is the Favonius Warbow, and we want the critical hits to be generating a lot of energy. So that is the reason why we have this particular artifact set for Goro. Okay, so let's test this build in action using our favorite punching bag, Masanori. So let's just run over to him. All right, so the issue with this particular team is that Chongyun's field does have the ability to turn your auto attacks into cryo damage. So the only way we can override that is to have Itto with the burst. So always make sure that you have Itto's burst when you're inside the field. And we're putting Chongyun on the front, so he places the field early. So if ever you're kind of late to the rotation, the field would disappear. Right, so let's get started with the Masanori fight. So we use E there to get some energy. Switch to Kuki Shinobu. All right, we'll just auto and then switch to Goro and just use our ability. See, by the time the field is gone, you would have your Itto ready for the burst. So again, we'll reset. And then just as soon as you have the full buff, all you gotta do with Itto is to long press your charge attack. All right, Masanori is going to second phase. We're switching back again, so we're resetting. Burst first, get those energy. Switch to Shinobu, and then just auto attack so we can get some energy. And we are in it again. This team has a really high energy recharge, so your Itto should always or almost always be on his burst by the time you rotate into him. So yeah, that's pretty good. And then lastly, we can do this premium build test, which is Bennett, Zhongli, Albedo, Arataki Itto. For this one, we have Bennett with a 4-piece Noblesse set as usual, and then we have Zhongli with a 2-piece Tenacity of Millilith, 2-piece Noblesse for both the supporting capabilities with the shield as well as with a little bit of sub DPS potential. We have an Albedo with a 4-piece Husk of Opulent Dreams. So the only thing with this particular team is that since you have 2 defense scaling 5 stars, which is Albedo and Arataki Itto, you're gonna have to farm 2 Husk of Opulent Dream sets. But since we're talking premium, you have time to farm this. All right, we're going shield. Put the Albedo in. The thing is, all the pillar, the flower, as well as Arataki Itto's E, they all trigger Zhongli's resonance with his pillar. So you really shouldn't have any problem dealing some damage. Plus with Zhongli shield, your Itto is really strong. There we go. And that is it. Again, these parties, these are just my personal preferences. I highly encourage that you guys mix and match your characters. That's where the fun of playing Genshin Impact is. So if you already have your Arataki Itto, Goro, Kukushinobu, and Chongyun, you can definitely run this particular team. And they're pretty strong team. They're a pretty good team. And that is going to be it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. As usual, don't forget to like, share, follow. If you like the video, I am available on YouTube and on Facebook Gaming. I do my live streams on Facebook Gaming, so sometimes I do play other games. And so, you know, if you're interested, come check me out. That's all for this video. I will see you guys on the next one. Stay safe out there. Bye, guys.